Hello and welcome to this recording of Escape the Pacific. This is Father Jack. This recording is hopefully going to show you how I use my compass, my watch and Sextant, whatever the word is. I've seen a lot of people do these videos, and I've looked on the Escape the Pacific's Discord channel, and yes, they were very helpful, but I think they would do need a way people record them and where people give advice is very technical. It's is that the right word? And not everybody's as clever understands that kind of stuff. So I have basically brought this down into what I would call in the UK layman's terms, so they're very easy to understand. One bit of news I did hear the other day about Escape Pacific, they're thinking about making this into a VR. I really hope they do. I really, because I've got a VR kit, and to make this into a VR, wow. Anyway, that's all I've got to say. Right, so make sure I'm in the right profile. For those who don't know about the profiles, it took me a while to figure out. Basically, you've got 4 profiles where you basically store your games. So I've got my Jack's Island, which is my main one, and this 4th profile which I haven't named yet. How do I rename that again? Can't remember how you rename that. Anyway, you can rename them to whatever you want. So basically just select a profile, which one you want to play with. So mine's in 4 for this. Go to Claude and let's go back to there. Right. Initialize. Itchy. So first thing I'm going to look at, as you can see, I've got my map, my sextant, my compass, and my watch. I struggled to find out where you put these. I thought you just had to leave them here and then equip them, blah blah. That was pointed out to me that you use these little boxes here. So you put them up in the first one, and you can actually move your mouse over and it tells you which slots be decided which bit. So the second in that one, sextant in that one, compass in the third, and the watch in the 4th. So let's do the watch first. To do the watch, you need a sundial. When I've been watching the people and the advice I got from the Discord channel, I tried to do it that way, and I thought, this could be quite complex. So I thought there must be a slightly easier way of doing it. So when I was streaming this the other night, there was a couple of chaps in there, and they says, why don't you try it this way? So I tried it on the main one, and it all seemed to work. I thought, right, let's do it this way. So save for craft, let's get a sundial in here, fire stick. Got a fire stick waiting for us, shouldn't I? No, well, I'm going to try and make this video as quick as I can. That's the other thing. Obviously, there was a guy or a person from a shipwreck, and he's built this with his little tower, his lamp. You can't destroy that and use it, no matter what. I think you should be able to, but hey, let's find a stick so I can chop up the fire stick. I'll just chop down the penetration there, that'll be easier. Something. you'll do. That'll do. So yes, I mean, it's sometimes I honestly think that people overcomplicate the way things are done. Personally, I like to do it the simple way. So let's be basic. So there is my sundial. It's done. I think it's behind that cloud by the looks of it. Right. People have said you should really put rocks around here and it gives you the time of day. I thought that's going to take hours, or you might forget to check, etc., etc. So I thought there must be a quicker way of doing this. So the guy pointed out this to me. Click sit. And then if you press U to wait, basically that fast forward time. And what you're looking for is the shadow is the shortest at its shortest length. There, the moon's coming in. It's the longest. Longest. So it's coming towards the end of the day. So the shadow's getting longer and longer. Obviously that's the end of the day. So now going into sunset, we're there. And we'll be going nighttime. So you see how the shadows moving around with the moonlight. So we'll go through the full. I should check to see if I have enough health and hunger and stuff, but it should be all right. To me, this is the quickest and easiest way to do it. And whether that's right or wrong, I don't know. For me, it is easiest way for me. There's the sun. You say the stars are whizzing across the sky. I don't know how fast that forward is, whether it's 2 or 3 or 4 times as fast. So yes, we're in complete darkness, we're in the middle of the night. It's a pretty planet, or the stars I should say. So give it a couple of minutes and hopefully we should start seeing sunrise. See how thirsty and hungry I am. Sunrise. Should come from that way, shouldn't it? The sun. Hope I don't die doing this. Yes, we're starting to get a bit later now, so yes, sunrise is on its way. Yes, I know you're hungry, I know you're thirsty. So this to me is the easiest way of doing this. Yes, I know, stop blinking. Not blinking, but try to fall asleep. Just please stay awake while I do this. So there's the shadow of coming in. So once it gets roughly to about here, that is roughly noon. You can check by looking up in the sun, it should be above here. Tells that the clouds is the sun. There's the sun behind us. This is a quick and easy and simple way of doing this. I'm not saying it's the right way. It just works for me, that's all. So it's getting... So basically, when you see the shadow practically all disappear, then you know the sun is above you and it's noon. Apologies for your voice because it's getting recorded real early in the morning. So I would say that's just about noon. So press that, stand that up. As you can see, that shadow is, it's probably a little bit closer, but in the main, you equip the watch, and where's the button to press U, and that sets it to noon. And that's all there is to it. The sun is roughly, it's probably about 10 minutes later. But that is it for how hungry. Well, hungry. But I start drinking loads. And my tiredness is 100. I should have done this. Let's drink a bit. I'm really tired. There's gone. Get some food. We'll eat that. We'll eat that. 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 Do. Right, we need to let this guy sleep for a bit. Shoot, sleep. Let's just take it down to about 50%. Then wake them up, and then we'll do the compass bit. Took me a while to figure out the compass as well. Thanks to two gentlemen. One chap's called Glenn Bixie, and the other chap's called Beer and Bob. And they were trying to explain it to me, and I was going, look guys, I'm a bit of a thickie. Can you please explain this in what's going on? Why is this game pretty... All right. To sunrise. Should be all good to go. I'll just fast forward time a bit. I'll show you the clock working, the watch working. That's better. So let's check me. That's fine. So if we equip the watch, as you can see, it is now roughly 6:10 in the morning. So yes, that proves that the watch is working, and you can see the minute hand. It's going a bit fast, but you can see it going around. So yes, it all works. Right, now for the compass. Took me a while to figure this out. And as I said, Glenn Bixie and Beer and Bob help me do it. Right, the trick with a compass. It's all done with triangulation and all that sort of malarkey. Too many maths and sides for me. So the trick is, I'm on island B. Island A was my original island. I'm just doing this as a test, so I haven't named anything. So what you need to do, apparently, well, you can tell which island you're on because of the circle round across, that's the island you're on. So you basically have to mark these. You scan them around. So you have to go around the whole island. That's island A. So we'll go in this direction. So you change them from a question mark to an exclamation mark. And hopefully this will triangulate. So what we have to do is got that one. Can't see any others around here. So you go back to island A originally, or your start island or another island, and you did the same thing. It then puts more lines out where they cross a line that's already been drawn. It will mark that island. Hope I'm doing this right. So, scan from island, got that one. Change that. Yeah. So as you can see, there's good lines are coming out of island B. So what I have to do, once I've marked all these, go across back to island A and do the same again. And then, excuse me, it's very early in the morning here in the UK. Yep, I did that one. When I first did this, oh no, I'm thinking of something else. Quick tip for you, don't go into editing mode when you're in the water. Well, it happened to me. Whatever that one is. See by small lines appearing. I was in the water, so literally about that far into the water. I went into editing mode, and for some whatever reason, I started floating. I put it in the Discord, and one of the devs went, "Ooh, I didn't know that happened," because I've put note to self or whatever it was, and this is not to go in editing mode in. Got that one. Yep, so I think we're pretty much done on this island. So I think we're all done off this island B. We go back to the raft and we'll sail back to island A. Island A. Oh. So grab the raft. Let's check. Should be right to get A and then we'll eat. Forward. Go. Turn, 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 please. You can actually speed this up as well. I'll show you in a sec. It's basically the same process what we did with the sundial. Let's get lined up with island A. I know it's only a very small island. Got to be right. So we press A to sit, and then you to wait. You notice how that speeds it up. You still, yes, it's still steer. Yes, I started, so I've worked out the how to sail properly yet, because I'm not a sailor. I know there's expert, advanced, and all that sort of levels for sailing. But I still haven't worked that bit out yet. But that'll come with time. The game's still in development. It's going to take time. So once we hit this island, we'll have something to, and then we'll go through the same process. I'm not going to do all the islands because you'll just get bored, and I just want to give you a quick reference of how to, because I could never figure. I've seen other people streaming this and doing videos on this, and I was thinking, where's them other like A, B, C, D, E, and F islands come from? And I couldn't work out how to do that. So hopefully once we hit this island and we'll mark a few, you will see the names come up. So once you've visited, I was talking to one of these guys when I streamed this on Saturday. He said the best way to do this is to go around each island and scavenge as much as you can, which you would do. On his boat, I will notice all this along the side is full of crates and chests, and he says that when you move from this cluster of islands onto a brand new cluster, he says in game time it can take 1 to 2 weeks sometimes. So you need plenty of food and water and such stuff. So that'll be my next challenge, is once I've on my main save, you stop this. Is the water too shallow? He thinks it is. Anyway, just drag the boats. I keep calling the boats a raft. So, and then just drag it. Just in case it gets washed away with the tide. Don't think it does actually, but anyway. Right, so if we get our compass out now, and we mark that, so I change the name from an exclamation mark to a C. So if you look at the map, see how it's triangulated between A and B, so you get C. So basically, there's B. I must have missed that one. That's D. You see how the lines disappear when it triangulates. I must have missed that one as well. It's probably quite, I should have done this first, shouldn't I? But anyway, that's how you basically do it. So from your starter island, obviously you go out and you find the compass and the map, go back, and there's BBC Sport, you go back to the original island, you triangulate, or I've missed quite a few off this starter island. You identify as many islands as you can off your starter. You then go to island A and repeat the process again. And hopefully, you'll get the islands appear. As I say, so we've done all the way around here. So that, folks, is basically it. I thought it was going to be dead complicated and really hard to do. But once it got explained to me in words I could understand, instead of people, when they record these or stream these, they just whiz through it. And when people give advice in like Discord channels, they seem to be dead technical and very long-winded. And to me, this is a lot easier and a lot quicker way. You just click them from your starter island, identify them, go to island A, which is the island from the what's going. From your start island, you get an arrow full of. So let's show you it. When you hit your starter island, you always get an arrow to take you to where it wants to go. Gives you a real good hint. Where's the arrow? Where's the arrow? There it is. Is it? No. Okay. Where is it? There. Around the corner. Something for the arrow made of stone. That tells you where you should really go to get this is all. Oh, this must be all mine. Oh, money. Right, to go to B, if I remember right. So somewhere, unless I put the raft above it, there's usually an arrow made of stone. Where have I put it? Where is it? It's usually in front of the island it wants you to go to. So you head off in that direction. Well, I think I might have. Yeah, that dismantled it to make the fire. There's usually an arrow which points to that island there, which is B. From usually when you build your first raft, I was going to say fly there, you sail directly towards the island where the arrow's pointing. Sometimes it's quite hard to see, but you just keep going in that direction. You'll then come to an island, and if you explore the ship or any crates that are on that island, you usually come up with the map and compass. So as you get these two, you then have to, if I equip that, it tells you, you usually get this on your island, you find the compass in the map at. It tells you the ship was wrecked in island southwest direction. That island usually, or there's a shipwreck next to that island, which has the sextant and the watch. So there's another note telling you that you would not left the island cluster located. So that tells you south direction is another cluster of islands. But it takes you a while to just go through all the other islands in this first cluster and scavenge and hunt and all that sort of stuff. Right, now for the sextant. I couldn't figure out how you got the sextant up. I was pressing all the keys, I was looking in the options to see if it was a keyboard shortcut, and then I suddenly realised I didn't look at the bottom of the screen, and if you press Q, that brings up the sextant. It's basically the same process. There's a little dot in the middle, and you basically mark, and it was too inaccurate. That means you have to go mirror up and mirror down. First time I've come across that. But anyway, I'll suss that bit out. Basically, the process is the same. And you basically mark go down. Press Q. Do a reset. I don't. The zoom doesn't work really well on this either. I don't know if that's going to come in further updates, but it's basically how you do. I've never come across that before. So I did this on my main one. It works straight out of the box. So unless there's been an update or I've done something wrong with this, but basically it's the same process. You mark all the islands. And then you go to basically it's the same process. That's what I'm trying to say. You go through the same process of what you did when you did the compass, and it marks all the islands, and it's an easier way to navigate. What some people, well, that's true or not, I do not know. And to switch to your compass, you just bring it back, press the Q button, and away you go. So I'm not going to go and sail back to that island there. I hope this has made life a lot easier for you. Get the watch, see what time it is. Now, past 11 roughly. So yes, the watch is still working. I don't like the way they've got the glare on the watch face or the compass. To me, it's just too bright. Unless I'm just being real picky here. So I say there, if you're standing where the sun is there above you, roughly, you can hardly see. You have to do that, and it's hard to read. So you have to. I suppose you could drag, but even then you get a shadow of your body, which blocks it out, and as soon as it blocks the map out, I know that's realistic, or not far off being realistic, but anyway, that is my take on it. Whether that's right or wrong, I do not know. There's probably hundreds of ways you can do this, absolutely hundreds, but that's my way, and that's how I understand it. And you can, when you're sailing, you can use your map and make it compass, like I've got an aiming mode to navigate or say, right, I want to go in that direction or to that island, and it will, you can steer the boat accordingly. So the trick is to go around as many islands as you can, mark everything from that island, and then when you go to the next island, it'll triangulate like I did with when I went between A and B. I brought up 2 other islands. So So the trick is to visit as many islands as you can, scavenge as much as you can, and hopefully once you've done all them islands, you'll then go off and search for a new cluster of islands. I hope, as I said at the beginning, I hope they do make this into a VR game. I really do. I would really love to test that stuff. Because I've been watching a few other people play other survival island, survival games, and this is just light years ahead of them. But anyway, that's my plug. Right, thank you all for watching. I hope you press these buttons. I shall see you again soon. Bye.